Guys, welcome back to another episode. This episode is not really an episode I wanted to make. I was avoiding it, but I think it's time. A lot of you guys has probably been wondering what happened to the Mark 4. Why is there no content on the Mark 4? Where's the updates? And a lot of you probably thought, oh, he's probably just daily in it. It's not investing any time or money or just leaving it as it is. Not the case. A couple of months ago, approximately 3 months ago, the car was written off. A guy driving a company van drove straight on into me head on. There was nothing I could do. I literally looked down for a second, and when I looked up, the car was badly damaged to the extent where the wheel broke off and knocked into the floor and easily bent 3 layers of metal, and that's structural. Um, I didn't know what to do. I parked the car exactly where it is now. As it is now, it's been standing like this for the past 3 months. Reason being, I want to claim from the insurance. The insurance gave me a big runaround. Um, yeah, took 3 months. That's another reason as to why I never made any video or post about the car, because I didn't know what's going to happen with the car. I didn't know if I'm replacing the car, if I'm getting paid out for the car, if I'm stripping the car, trying to fix a car. I considered all my options for the past 3 months. I finally got answers from the insurance, and they are finally paying out for the car and allowing me to keep the car and strip it for space. But let me just give you an explanation of how my journey on the Mark 4 started and where it came from. So I bought this car. It's a 2003 model executive red eye GTI. I bought it with a front knock. That was in process of being repaired, but they lost funds and they just stopped repairing it. I then bought it and I repaired it. The motor was claimed to be good. The car didn't start at the time I bought it. I got the car started. I did it timing belt, head gasket when I got the car and I got it started. And then a month or two later, it bent valves. And I was just like, what do I do now? It was my, sorry for the wind, it was my daily at the time. And I thought, okay, buy a motor by Mike's place. It's the best option. You get a complete motor, you have spares and so as well. You can sell the spares, or you can rebuild it, do whatever you want to do with the space. I did that, put it in, got the car running, had the car tuned, did small modifications like a downpipe, removed the box. The car was lower than it had um, loading springs in when I bought it. I put the wheels on. So yeah, small things. I didn't invest a lot. I just did maintenance on the car. And I drove the car and we were driving the car. My fiance was driving the car. Daily, she was daily in the car. I was daily in the Citi Golf. And this happened luckily when I was driving the car on Friday morning. So the goal was to sell the Mark 4 initially because I need a work van. I need something that can carry a load, that I could possibly convert into a detailing van and wash a car anywhere I want. That was the goal. It was obviously cut short when I wrote the car off. I'm at the point now where I am getting paid out. I have moved on to the next best thing, and I need to figure out what am I going to do with this car. I have figured it out, but let me first show you. Okay, so yeah, this is the car. This is what the interior looks like. All the airbags did blow, every single one. I have started removing a little bit of parts like the lights. This broke off. The front bumper I gave to a friend of mine. My new seared steering wheel airbag is done with. which is really sad. Um, yeah, so these are the seats. If you look at the rear, this is the wheel. So this wheel broke off and knocked into the floor of the car, which I'll show you shortly. The one shock came off, it's laying there, it's not damaged. Ignore that. um, and then, so the chassis either twisted because this side lifted, it's like loose. Um, and everything else, if you look at it from a angle, like it's there. Nothing on the passenger side got damaged. And then we come over to the actual damage. As you can see over there, I'll put some pictures up. So that's how badly damaged the floor is. The door, it twisted everything on the side, chassis wise, structural wise. Um, you see here, even the spot walls tore off. There's a hole in the floor. Yeah, the control arm bent. It's just the side bad, bad, bad. The car does start, it idles. I'll put a clip in somewhere on the screen of it idling. I have tried it. The sunroof is in one piece. So yeah, so that's the Mark 4. Sad to see it, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's the story of the Mark 4 from the beginning and unfortunately till the end right now. So the plan with the car is the Citi Golf over there. I did say previously I wanted a stance car, I wanted a daily the car, I wanted to enjoy the little use of petrol in the 1.4. That's not happening anymore. I will be taking the motor from this car and I will be putting it in the Citi Golf with the ECU and the intercooler. The downpipe I'll have to remake. I will be using the rear box of this exhaust system when I make a new exhaust system, only because it's 63mm and I like the sound of this box and it saves me on costs. So the goal is to do the conversion without spending a cent from my own money. So all the money coming from spares is going to go buying the parts needed for the Citi Golf conversion. The 6-speed box won't be going with it, reason being because it's just too much of a complication to make it work. Regarding that, I do have a 5-speed complete setup, shifter, clutch, slave cylinder, gearbox, and I'll show you that now. As I said, ignore that box. Everything there, starter, shifter, the clutch, everything is here for the conversion of the 5-speed. I've had it for quite some time. Don't ask me why. I've just had it for quite some time. Um, yeah, so that should help me severely. That is going to be the first part of the project. I need to remove this and I need to start cleaning it. And there is one CV shaft seal that is leaking. I need to get that sorted. I will be doing that soon, 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 soon. And then this wheel, I do want to repair this wheel. I have spoken to a guy. I'll put a picture of the actual damage of the wheel up somewhere on the screen. I have spoken to a guy. He claims he can weld a new barrel on here for me, which I don't know is really safe. Let me know in the comments if any of you have had a barrel welded on the spot, welded onto the face of a wheel, and let me know how it's gone. It's leaked, it cracked again. This guy says that it's safe. It's quite pricey, but I don't want to get rid of the wheel, or I don't want the wheel to go to waste or just be a piece of scrap metal. So I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, so everything on the Mark 4 except the motor, the ECU, sensors, some water pipes, everything else is for sale. Seats is for sale. I wanted to keep the seats, but those seats are quite heavy and that's not the goal of the Mark 1. The Mark 1's goal is to build a driver's car. I'm sure if you watch all the episodes, I kept saying it should be a driver's car, it needs to be a driver's car. That is the goal. It should be able to daily, and it should be able to go around the track whenever I feel I want to go to a track day or anything like that. Or if I feel I want to do a drag, robot to robot, it should be able to do that. That's the goal of building it. And that's why I'm going with a standard ECU, because I have it and it saves me spending 20 odd thousand rand on a ECU Master Black or something that's worthy of putting into a conversion. Sad, but we move on. And then regarding moving on, so I have moved on. I've recently acquired a new vehicle, another project which I shouldn't have gotten, but it is what it is, and I will show you guys the new project soon, which should have been a daily, but I couldn't pass on the opportunity. I think this video is just a goodbye to the Mark IV, a complete goodbye to the Mark IV. Let me show you guys a new. So this is the new project daily. It's definitely not a daily as in the state that it is in now, but we're working there, we're getting there. I have made a list of what all needs to be changed and fixed. I have started. So what I have done is I fixed the oil leaks. There was an oil leak on the sump, there was an oil leak on the oil filter housing. After some great difficulty and worn threads, we fixed that. It did not have a bonnet cable. I'll put the clip up, but you had to open the bonnet over there. The cable was running out, so I fixed that due to Mark IV parts. So now it works. This is your engine bay. So it is a 1.6 BSF motor, not really ideal, but I couldn't miss out on the opportunity. It was a good price and I wanted the van, so yeah, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make the BSF work. We're just gonna try to maintain it. So yeah, I cleaned as best as I can. I need to change that bottle. I think I'm gonna use a Mark IV's bottle. I put the Mark IV battery in here because it was a small battery. I also put the battery holder down from the Mark IV because there wasn't one. So motor wise, problems that we have is I did something with the crank sensor, with the speed sensor. I'm not sure exactly what I did, but when I unplugged it, and now I'm getting an error and it's struggling to start. Let me show you. So it should not be swinging that long. So I must have broken the wires of the crank sensor, but I'll fix that. And then the wiring for that over there, intake air temperature sensor. If you can see, someone just made some botch repair and I'm not happy with it, so I need to put a plug on there and make sure the wiring is wired correctly. And then another thing, the van was overheating, so because the fan wasn't going, but someone also made some botch connection here, because these vans come with the fan control module on the fan, and once they give in, it's pretty hard to find. So they put some other fan in, and they put a radiator switch 3-pin, like almost like a Mark IV, and I wasn't happy with that. So I was just going to replace the fan because the fan wasn't working, but so I found a whole fan with a control module and now it's working. The van has aftermarket aircon in. I'm not sure if it works, but the fan works when I put the aircon button on. Engine wise, that's it. It does need a brake switch. I don't think the brake lights is working. I'm getting an error for a brake switch, which is located underneath this housing over here. So I need to remove it and go see if I can get a new brake switch to make the brake lights work. Okay, so that's mechanical wise. Gearbox 5-speed, probably an O2J. That's mechanical wise. Then we look at body wise. So the next step for this car is to detail it, clay bar, polish, see exactly what I'm playing with you. The car has been repainted in some spots like this. If you look at that, not sure if you can see, just terrible paint work. So I want to polish it, get all these scratches out and see how far bad or gone it is. And then if we come around, okay, this is the back. This one light damaged, that light damaged. Come around this side, petrol flap missing, some more butchered paint work. I'm not sure what they did, but anyway, some scratches, some finger marks, some more butchered paint work, bonnet. They definitely didn't use primer because it's literally gone. And then the lights need plenty love. The bumper needs plenty love. The van is licensed. It's just it was personalized number plates. Then another thing, I don't know what I'm gonna do is this. Someone replaced this, but they never put this around. I'll show you on the driver's side. So I need to see if I can find this around loose. I do want to color code the mirrors to the car. I don't know about color coding that, but otherwise I did get a few parts. So normally interior, there is a bulkhead here, but my seat is pretty far back, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but I got the bulkhead at a good price. I don't like this. So this is what happens when you remove the bulkhead. It leaves this open, and I'm not a fan of it. So I am thinking of using the bulkhead, or I've seen someone cut that edges out and just placing it loosely there. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but yeah, this is the back. Paint everywhere. It was a work van after all. I've been using it to store things, intercooler. That's the old fan. I do have arch line for the driver's side. I do have a petrol flap. So yeah, it needs a very good clean, and that's what I'm planning on doing, is giving it a very healthy clean. And I do want to cover the whole rear in carpet and stone chip the floor, the base. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do that within time. So yeah, and then we look at inside here. Sorry for the tools, I have been working. It needs extremely good detail, like a deep detail. Seats needs a very good clean. Door panel needs a super good clean. Like, just remove seats. I think I'm gonna remove this rubber mat. I was thinking of putting the Mark4's radio in here, but it's not gonna work. It's going to work, but if you can see, it has a Mark 5 style radio surround, so I would prefer to just change it to a Mark 5 style. And also, the radio that I had in the Mark 4, I was sold when they told me it has Apple CarPlay. It didn't have Apple CarPlay. So I do want to get one with Apple CarPlay. Oh, center console's dirty. They left me some coins there for the heartburn on the dirt. So yeah, this is a button for the aftermarket aircon, which I need to test if it works. I have removed that light. As you can see, I tried to use the LEDs in the Mark 4, but this is gone. So I can't use the one of the Mark 4 because there is a buyer for the whole body because of the sunroof, and he obviously needs a switch. So yeah, it's clean everything. And then again, more cleaning. I'm gonna remove this completely, clean it. Oh, I didn't see this. This is bad. Maybe I should get a new rubber. Sorry. Clean. This will be wrapped in carpet. Don't know about what I'm gonna do about that. Hopefully wrap it in carpet or so, because it was a work van. It's had some damage to it. I don't know how they got paint on the roof. but it is what it is. The light works. I do want to put more and better lighting in the van. I would like to know what goes here. Why is there holes? I'm probably just going to end up covering it, but I would like to know what goes there. How do I remove the brake switch? Oh, the brake light is falls off here. I will be getting a brake light. So I have most of the parts. Let me take you to the garage and show you the list that I've made. Before we go to the garage, one more thing. There is mixed match wheels on this car, which are 15 inches. The PCD is 5 by 112. The Mark 4 wheels, as I showed you in the previous clip, is going to go on here. And I have sent the one for repair. I risked it. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I risked it. So as soon as that one comes back, I'll find a second-hand tire and I'll put them on here. Let me take you to the garage. Okay, so we have added the caddy to the list, and this is what we have so far. So firstly, some gasket, done. Tappet cover gasket, not needed. Petrol flap, I need to fit. Rear light, I don't have. Brake light, I don't have. Interior detail, not yet. Exterior detail, not yet. Clock spring, I thought it needed a clock spring because the hood wasn't working and the airbag light is on. But now the hood is working, but the airbag light is still on. So I think I just need to get an actual, go to the workshop and use a original VCDS because I can't reach the airbag module. And scan it and see what it's saying. Bonnet cable sorted. So adding to my list is G28 sensor, which is a speed sensor, the crank sensor. Intake a temp sensor. What else do I need to add onto this list? Wheels. That's all for the meantime. I do want to lower the caddy, but it's not as simple as you think it is. It's like 7.5 for a kit, and I'm not sure how I feel about that kit. I need to speak to more people. It's made by Arc, but it is a part missing from it that I would want to fit, and I don't know where am I going to get it locally, so I need to figure that out. So that's long term, that's not right now. Right now I just need to get the van sorted, and then obviously license. I need to collect the papers. The car was put in my name. I just need to put it over the pit, which I can't do with the tires like it is, and then get the new license. So it's just fetch the papers, put it over the pit. Papers is on my name, just needs to be roadworthy, and then yeah, that seems about it. So yeah guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. It wasn't anything fun, but something major on this channel in my life. I'm sure everybody can feel the sadness I felt when the Mark 4 was written off, but I've had a good couple of months to get over it and move on and brainstorm and see where I need to be in this game and what decision and move is going to benefit my brand the most, and that is a caddy panel van. I've looked everywhere and I've done countless research, and the caddy panel van is just something I know, something I wanted, and not exactly what I wanted. I wanted a 1.9 TDI. 1.6 PSF, it has its own problems. The motor has been done over, rings, bearings. I have yet to have done a compression test. there isn't any funny noises. Just obviously the start, which wasn't always the case. That was me. Um, but yeah, so this is the episode that says goodbye to the Mark IV. The Mark IV is already completely stripped. I just need to make time to take the motor out and the wiring honest, because that's what I will be using. Otherwise, most of the things are gone to a point where I'm removing the ad, because the things that the people want are all gone, and the small little tiny bits, no one's really coming for. So there is a guy that paid for the whole body. I'm leaving most of the things to him. He can do whatever he wants with it. Reason being, I don't feel I want to be back and forth for small 50 rand items. I made my money is spent already. So yeah, I just kind of want the car out of my way. That's all. I just want it gone so that I can stop struggling with parking as I have been over the past couple of weeks. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode. A lot is coming for this channel. Not ideally what was initially planned for the Mark 1 and obviously for the Mark 4 and for the new car, but new things and updates will be coming swiftly, like hopefully every week. But thanks again guys for watching. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. That is the end. But don't forget to like and subscribe for exciting content. That's what we're planning on producing with the engine swap. We will be recording and documenting everything from painting, taking motor out, putting motor in, putting motor together. Everything will be recorded and documented on this channel. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.